Hello, I'm Jim Close from Live Easy Incorporated. Today we're here at the beautiful Cowbell Brewery in Blythe, Ontario, and we're talking about emergency evacuation. And we're going to talk about the safety chair in particular, how it works, and my colleague Julie is going to help us demonstrate that shortly. An evacuation chair is a pivotal part of any sort of fire plan that is undertaken by building management. It should be located in a location near the emergency exit. And it's a simple device that allows persons with limited mobility the ability to sit in a chair and be removed from the emergency itself. So they all function generally the same. The safety chair, for example, here unfolds simply when you want to deploy it. Very much sort of like a lawn chair or a garden chair. We pull these back wheels out so now whenever we're on a flat surface or taking the person out to the parking lot, we're basically using it like a companion chair. So you envision somebody in the chair on a flat surface, there's no effort to push them around. When we're going to put them on the stairs, as we'll see shortly, these back wheels come in, and these rubber self-braking belts actually traverse the stair noses, and I actually physically push the person down. So they're self-braking, and it's a very simple concept. They have a nice, smooth, and easy ride. Because of the tilt in space, they're secured because gravity holds them in place. There's no fear of them falling out or tipping the chair whatsoever. When I'm done and I need to put the chair away, I put those back in. I adjust the headset up, down, fold it up. And also, if I'm in a building where I need to go back and get somebody else, this is very light, it's around 20 pounds. I go back up and get the next person that needs my assistance. Julie's going to join us shortly, but I'm just going to go through the techniques on how we get it onto the stairs. So we're going to tip the chair up to 90 degrees. We're going to kick those back wheels in because we don't need them when we're going to descend the stairs. I'm going to tip the chair back so the front wheels engage. And essentially at this point, we're like a two-wheel dolly. We want to give it a good push onto the stairs so that we have 4 points of contact. The two runners are on two noses. The belts will now engage the stair with resistance. I'm going to move my hands to the top pushing position, and I'm going to take a step down and basically go step by step and push the chair down. Adam, keep the camera rolling and I'll show what we do at the landing. When we get to the landing, we're going to let those front wheels engage. I'm going to tip the chair slightly, and in this tight little narrow stairwell, I'm going to turn the chair, and then again I'm going to line myself up with the next set of stairs and give it a good push. By tipping the chair on the wheels and using it like a two-wheel dolly, we're able to converse this tight little radius. And again, I'm going to push and carry on down the stairs.
Hi, I'm Julie Sawchuk. As a result of a spinal cord injury, I have T4 paraplegia, which means I have paralysis from the chest down, and I require the use of a mobility device. When you think about accessibility, it's usually about getting in somewhere or being able to find a bathroom, but what a lot of people don't think about is getting out, especially getting out in an emergency. So when the elevator is not in use because of an emergency situation like a fire, you want to be able to get out and down a set of stairs, or up for that matter. And that's why it's important to consider in your emergency planning that you have a method for doing that. And that's where something like an evacuation chair comes into play, where instead of having somebody carry, or two people carry me and my wheelchair down a set of stairs, I can get out of this chair and safely into an evacuation chair, get strapped in, and get transferred down the stairs in a device that's meant to travel on stairs. So I'm going to demonstrate what that looks like, how it transfers, and we're going to try it out in the stairs so that you can see for yourself how they work.
1, 2, 3. So we just transferred Julie in. Simple safety belt. There is a head support here but Julie doesn't necessarily need it. For those people that we have to move that are unconscious or injured, because we have to think of that as well, there is a head strap. Or if they have spinal injury, you have to keep them stable. Although this wouldn't be the best device in the case of an absolute emergency, you can strap their heads back and try to keep them stable. But essentially, we're ready to descend the stairs. Julie, you okay?
Ready.
Okay. So my back casters are locked. I'm going to unlock them. And we're going to go to the stairwell. We're going to go right towards you, Adam. Caroline, can you press the button on the door? So we did the transfer. We did the transfer outside here where we had more space. And clearly that's got to be part of your planning ahead of time as to where the transfers are going to take place. Because in this stairwell, we don't have enough space. But I've used the chair before, so I could probably negotiate this tight little turn. I'm going to bring Julie up here. Julie, you okay?
I'm ready.
It's always important to make sure your patient or your user is comfortable, because it is a little daunting. I'm going to tip the chair up.
Okay.
I'm going to kick the back wheels in, as we showed earlier, and now I basically got Julie on a four-wheel dolly, or two-wheel dolly, sorry. Okay, Julie, I'm going to push you down the stairs now.
Okay.
Okay.
My life is in your hands.
Okay, going to give it a push, and now we're on. That took a little bit tougher because we have little bumps here, but we're good. So again, we got 4 points of contact, and I'm going to essentially just push you down the stairs. Keep the camera rolling, Adam, and I'll go around the corner. And what we'll have to do is take you all the way to the elevator, because I'll go all the way down. Okay, again, when we're on the landing, you okay, Julie? I'm going to tip the chair so that I'm free of the wheels, free of the belts. Okay, we're going to do it again. Okay, give you a good push. Get it to here. I move my hands to the top, which I didn't tell you before. So I have my good pushing position. And now if this was a real emergency, we have a door right here and we're out of the building. We've got Julie in the 8,000 power model. We're going to go down the stairs and back up the stairs with this power unit. We'll have more details later on the usage. But first of all, I have to raise the handle for myself. Okay, Julie, I'm just going to practice. I'm going to tip you back. That's the feel. Okay. And I'm going to just show essentially this, as opposed to just the flat rubber belts of the other chair. This has like a caterpillar crawler. So it's going to do the same action, but it's actually going to do it under power. I have a battery pack and motor down here. So again, this chair is used for times when there's limited accessibility on a more regular basis than just an emergency. I'm just going to push the button again. Okay. I'm going to come to here and actually I'm going to start driving. Okay, it's a little tight. And again, I get onto those 4 points of contact. And I just take my time,
Very smooth.
step by step, and let the chair do the work. Okay? And now, Adam, this is the difference. You see my thumb, I'm just going to press the up button. And away we go. I keep my hands on it just to maintain that 4 points of contact, but as a stair climber, this is probably the smoothest and easiest to use on the market.
Now that you've seen how the evacuation chairs work, let's talk about different places where they would be employed. So here we are in a public space, right? In a restaurant at the Cowbell Brewery, where if the power went out, we are out in the country, and the elevator wasn't working, or there was a fire emergency, in which case you can't use the elevator, you need to be able to get people who are on the second floor out safely. So that's a public space. But think about all of the other places where there are stairs and a lot of people and people who have limited mobility, like myself. Whether it's your workplace and you're working in an office building that has stairs, maybe it's your place of worship or recreation center. I've been to a lot of recreation centers where they have pools that are down on the lower level, and if you need to evacuate, you have to get up the stairs and out of the building. Schools, the old school where I used to work, has lots and lots of sets of stairs. And you need to be able to get it out in the case of an emergency or a fire. Workplaces, schools, worship places, recreation centers. And what about healthcare? Hospitals, long-term care facilities. Those types of places also probably have a higher need for some sort of evacuation plan that allows the staff to get the patients or the residents out safely and protect themselves at the same time, so that they aren't doing an onerous amount of lifting upstairs, for example, or downstairs. So getting that evacuation chair set up in your facility is going to help not just the people using the facility, but the people that are working there as well.